Number 127, Reason to Like Jamie Lee Curtis. You applauded for every single nominee.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that there I was. That's the whole thing? You were in there?
I was recording you.
Well, it's so funny because Ryan Coogler, I was sitting at my table minding my own business, talking to my lovely table mates, and then all of a sudden a guy came up next to me, like on the ground, and said, "You're up first." And I went like this. What? And he said, "Your name is first." And then they said, "And now the moment you've been waiting for, the nominees." Boom, Jamie. And I was just like, shut up. And then I had to go up there and like all by myself. Oh my God. But then I was there with Ryan Coogler and we were clapping. And of course, there are a lot of nominees and we're clapping. At one point, someone said something like, "My arms are tired." And I said, "No, we're just keep going." And then I said to Ryan, "Wait a minute, you directed boxing movies, right?" And he said, "Yeah, a couple." I said, "Okay, so this is like your boxing training. Like, you're tired, but keep going." And
You know why I took this video is because I have been telling you for a few years now that I feel like you're this great cheerleader for Hollywood, and that was the video proof.
oh, what a lovely thing. And you know what? If I'm Hollywood head cheerleader, there's no greater compliment you could give me than that.
You got one of the biggest rounds of applause at the luncheon.
I got the round of applause because it was the first one and nobody was expecting it. But at that point then, the minute other names are called, you just keep going. It was because it was silent and all of a sudden they just said my name, that's why.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is on this great train ride right now. And I have a feeling that there is no derailing, and if it did, somehow the Daniels would make it a fun derailing.
From very early on, I would, quite a lot, post about the little movie that could, the little engine that could. Remember that story? The children's story about the little engine with all the animals in the circus, right? And the little engine, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, and then it gets to the top of the hill. I felt like we were the little movie that could, and did, and kept going, and continued to do it. And it felt that way because we were a humble beginning. We were a motley crew, 38 days in Simi Valley 3 years ago, and now 11 Oscar nominations. So we were the little movie that could, and it was all driven by the Daniels.
Do you know the Daniels were thrilled and surprised that you said yes?
Well, I say that now. I mean, I understand. They knew they wanted a movie star to be opposite Michelle because Michelle came with such power that you needed Deirdre to have that. So it's not a surprise to me that they wanted an actress with some history and some strength. I met them. I said, "Look, I don't understand your movie. It's not my job to understand it. It's my job to understand her, and I know her." And I brought them a Polaroid from a movie that I had made with Ben Affleck, where I played his alcoholic wife, that Billy Bob Thornton did, called Daddy and Them. And I brought a Polaroid from that movie, and I said, "I'd like to go here, a version of this." And they were like, "Yes, please."
Do you understand the movie now?
Yes. And when I learned about what the movie was when I was on set in the laundromat. I was there for that whole sequence, those 2 days at the laundromat. I saw the reunification scene with James Hong and his granddaughter and her girlfriend. I saw the reunification scene between Key and Michelle. I watched them reunite. And I got to do a scene with Michelle where we are now no longer lovers, we are no longer nemesis, we're sisters. We're those two badass women, and as soon as those sequences were completed, I went like, oh, I know what this movie is. It's about love. It's about love.
And you got this role that is different than anything you've played before, and has that had people sending you scripts saying, that could be a Jamie Lee Curtis role, because now you're up for anything?
Yes, I think I'm up for anything has definitely brought a lot of independent movies are now like, she's up for anything. But I'm also what you don't know is that I'm also moved into a new gear where I'm now wanting to be a creator. So I am now trying to produce television shows and movies and direct movies. I have some stuff I need to get to do, and I just realized something. You may zoom in on this. What did I just say the movie was about? Look at my ring. And I just realized I chose to wear it today because my friend Kathy Waterman makes a love ring. And I wore it today because the movie was about love. And I just realized when I was clapping that I was clapping wearing my love ring.
Want more entertainment news? Follow On the Red Carpet on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube.